Well, Donald Ray Leonard Jr. and this is the first series of Closer to My Dreams project. As you know, Closer to My Dreams is an opportunity for people to see behind the scenes before people really made it, before Denzel was Denzel. I'm taking that from Mr. Jabari Gayle. Speaking of the devil, I have Mr. Jabari Gayle right here, and wanted to have him tell you a little bit about how he gets down and why he knows that he's doing the right thing, why he has such a passion and desire to do something that's the road less traveled. Some people find themselves in jobs that they don't like, and Jabari Gayle said, I'm not going to do it. So I want to introduce Mr. Jabari Gayle, a very talented actor. I'm going to sit over here as Jabari tells us a little bit about how he gets down. So what's good, Jabari?
What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man.
So where do we start? Do we start from Cali, New York, back to New York, back to Florida? Where do we start?
Where we start is when did you decide that you wanted to grind out and do what you're doing?
Well, actually, I started when I actually broke down in tears when I got my bachelor's degree in 2008.
Okay.
As everybody know, that's when the Big Depression started. As everybody, like the class of 2008 graduating, no jobs, nowhere to go to, you know?
Right.
So, you know, I broke down and was crying because I really didn't know what I was going to do.
Wow.
I knew I had a knack for fashion, so I was a fashion designer. I knew how to do it. I knew what to do. I owned my clothing line when I first entered into college.
Okay.
And from there, I just took it. I was working at a customer service job.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I laugh because I've been doing customer service job for like 8 years now. So it's funny.
It's perfect for actors, right?
We're the best customer service, right?
Right.
So, I did that. Then, somebody told me, Jabari, why don't you go? If you want to do the acting, I always wanted to do it when I was small.
Right.
Like when I was, my mom wouldn't let me. My father said no.
Right.
So then after that, I just went ahead and did it. I was like, let me just go ahead and did it. I had one friend in New York. Just one friend, and she was a girl.
That's all it takes is one person to support you. Yeah.
And I met her like 3 years ago, and I called her back out of nowhere. And she said, Jabari, you coming to New York? If you want to come, just talk to me. Just call me.
Yeah.
I called out of the blue, and she knew who I was. And from there, I was staying at a friend's house on vacation, and then me and her met. We got caught up. She's a beautiful woman, of course. And from there, we took it from there. And I went to New York. I did my thing. First time. City of big dreams.
Right.
So
some people go there and get crushed, though.
Yeah. I did it. I mean, I remember I was staying with her friend, my friend that I met in 3 years. I took classes upon classes, and then from there, class upon class. I remember the first time I landed in New York. The next day, I had an extra role, so I was doing extra background work and doing all that. I'm fresh. I was green,
Right.
So started from there. Then after that, I became AFTRA. From AFTRA, I became just learning the industry, and then while I was AFTRA, I had an opportunity to do 30 Rock. So I did 30 Rock, and from 30 Rock, that's where I went. You want to pause it?
I'll just cut it up.
From 30 Rock, that's where I went.
Yeah.
I did the 30 Rock. From the 30 Rock, that's where it just started.
Right. So what would you say is the thing that drives you? Like, do you think there's something inside you that keeps pushing you, that keeps allowing you to go forward? Because I know, for me, I've done a lot of 9 to 5s, and then I'll do acting and I do 9 to 5s. What makes you know that you're not going to stay at 9 to 5?
Good question. The thing about it is that my father was an entrepreneur. He owned his own welding business. From the welding business, he just kept going. I'm from a family of 11.
Oh wow!
So
wow. How old? What number are you in the 11?
I'm actually the last. I'm the number 11. So
that's hilarious.
I'm the number 11. You know, everybody, all my family, none of them were had 4-year degrees. Mm-hmm. I'm the only one that went to a 4-year university and got a 4-year degree.
Congratulations.
So I'm the one that
makes
makes
it. Up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
see, but you go through all this education,
right?
And then you get out of school, and then you go into acting. So someone had to be like, "What are you doing? Yeah. Why would you?" But you know what you're doing. You know, you have a plan. But how do you stay focused? You know, how do you do it?
It's just, I don't know. I mean, it's just an innate feeling that you have inside of you, like you'll never settle. Right. I mean, when I was younger, I made this dream, and I wrote out what I want to be, and I wrote out what I wanted to do. Ever since high school, I had a company called Signature 3000 Watts. That was a clothing line that I came up with. I mean, in high school it was called Signature. College, I got it trademarked and everything like that. I always wanted to make my clothing line where I wanted to be. I mean, if it was through acting or wherever it needed to be, but I found the love of acting, you know, from my clothing line, because I knew I wanted people to know who I was. You know, I felt like people need to know my story. Everybody have a story. Right. Everybody. I mean, no matter black, white, you know, Polynesian, anything. You have a story.
Those Polynesians have the best stories, actually.
But they have a story, you know?
Right,
I mean, we all human beings, and we always want to stay connected. So I feel the thing for me is just to keep driving, you know? Keep driving. I mean, my father, my father's out of cancer. And that's fine. When I saw my father, he was sick and he was skinny. Everybody know, you know, once you get cancer, you start losing weight through chemo. My father never did chemo though, but you could tell he had cancer. I remember watching him. He was there on the tile, and even though he was sick, and you know, my mom couldn't do it, my brothers couldn't do it because they all young. We all young, you know. So my father, he cemented the whole ground, concreted, and did everything while he was sick. Wow. So I don't know if that vision still is instilled in my head, no matter what, because that shares a lot with me. Even though I was like at the age of 8, it's just like just knowing that and just growing up, having that feeling inside of you. It's just like I don't care what happens. Right. I don't care. Like as long as you breathing, you keep going.
That's what's up. Right.
Yeah. That's
that's a beautiful story. Tell the people a part of this project, because basically what we want to do is we want everyone to be a part of our project. Our project is to get people to focus on their dreams, to follow that feeling inside and do what they love. And you know, that's inspirational, what you said right there. And if you have any other words to the people that are part of the Close to My Dreams project, we want you to email us at leonard.donald@gmail.com. And send us your stories. You know, if you have a story similar to Jabari's, or if you have your own story, you know, let us know, because we want to inspire each other so that we're all doing the same thing and we can all rise together. Do you have anything else to tell these cats about following your dream?
Well, my thing is that the most important thing is to write down where you want to be, as far as where you want to go, and no matter what, as long as you have a plan, as long as you have a goal and you have it on a ledger, Excel sheet, I don't care what it is, but as long as you write it down and every day you work towards that dream, you know, life gets in the way sometimes. You have this bill to take care of, that bill, but no matter what, you take a day to build a block, you know. It takes a day to build a corporation, and then it doesn't take a day to build a corporation. It takes a period of time. And you know, my thing is, you know, just build it one step at a time. I mean, my Sun Drop commercial didn't come just like that. My 30 Rock, you know, my guest appearance in 30 Rock, that didn't come like that. You know, my T-Mobile commercial didn't come like that. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, still currently working on some more projects, but at the same time, it's all about just knowing where you want to go, no matter what anybody say, no matter how sick you feel, you know, how down you feel, you keep in mind where you want to be. And, you know, that's basically it. Just keep a main focus. You know, if my story of my father inspired you, you know, I'm pretty sure you have your own story, you know. But you know, everybody's different. Everybody got their own different goals and set out to do. Mine is just to keep on going no matter what. So
where we're gonna see you at down the road. What's the next 10 years? Where are we gonna see you at in 10 years, Jabari?
Well, I will be with Obama.
Okay. Just hanging
out,
just kicking it.
Yeah, just
maybe living or something like that.
Nah, but honestly, 10 years from now, honestly, you know, I would say retired.
Okay, I like that. So let's go early. Let's go maybe 5 years or what is the next future tangible goal that you see that I would love for you to come back and tell us about, because you prophesied. You said that's the next thing I'm doing. You know, potentially working on some SAG opportunities, or what do you think that you need to write in your ledger because it's about to happen for you?
I want to write a book.
Okay.
I want to write my book, and I want to have a lot of people know my story.
Okay.
Not only that, I want to have my own production company. This is Tyler Perry, Salim Akil. You know, I want to have those things because my main thing is that if you control, not even control, but if you get your story out on a network and people know who you are, people are going to listen no matter what. So, you know, 5 years from now, my book, my production company. You
heard it here first. Close to My Dreams Project, Jabari Gayle. Look for him, but you're not going to have to look far because he's going to be everywhere. That's what's up. Good luck, my man. I appreciate you.
No problem, man. No problem.
All right.